Hello, my name is Sadie Victor, and I'm here to ask some questions on behalf of the SGS, the Student Guidance System. My main focus here today is to listen to our guest who has volunteered to share her story with us. This is a safe place as I want to provide a friend to teens who have gone through tough times. Everyone please welcome Noreen Stall.
Hi there, thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Now, Noreen, I want you to feel as comfortable as possible and know that you can tell me anything. There will be no judgment, just girl talk.
Alright.
Before we start, I just have to say how much I love your haircut. It looks so great, short.
Thanks. I actually cut it myself. I needed a change.
May I ask what you mean by change?
Well, last year wasn't so great for me. I found that trouble always follows me, wherever I go. When I found out I was pregnant at 17 years old, I felt alone. The baby's father, who is my current boyfriend, Wesley Cutton, worked a lot, and I felt I was dragging him down. My haircut let me believe I could still change.
Tell me more about Wesley. Did you ever think he felt that way? As if you were holding him back?
Well, not entirely. You see, Wesley is like a bright spark. He's brave and confident, not afraid to say what he feels or take big risks. He was always there for me, to help me through tough times, even when I freaked out and left. Wesley never even knew I was pregnant and yet still came after me. He would call me silly for ever thinking that I was the one dragging him down. He would blame it on his crappy hours at work.
Well, it sounds like you two are really in love and he really cares for you.
He does, and it took me a while, but I can finally see how much he loves me and how I don't have to be afraid.
What do you mean by afraid?
Growing up, I never really had anyone there for me. My parents were drunk half the time, and my sister Gladys married and moved away while I was young. I started to fall into depression. Missing 10 days of school a month was regular. When Wesley came around, I was scared to let him love me. I felt worthless.
It's all right, Noreen. It's not your fault.
Thanks. It feels good to talk to someone about this.
That's why I'm here. I must say, I've noticed this in many people who have grown up by themselves. Can I ask your opinion on something? Do you think your childhood has affected your future?
Yes. No one should ever have to feel they are alone. My childhood let me think, why should I even bother letting others care for me? Some advice I wish I had known is that it's okay to come forward. And if someone cares for you, don't push them away.
That is very true and great advice. Some kids grow up rebellious and act out because they don't know any better, and having to live for themselves with no support only adds more to the problem. You seem to have a lot figured out. That's very mature for your age. I have one more question. When you previously said you left, where did you go?
I went to the small place called Pembina Lake because I was upset and I didn't know where else to go. I owe everything to my sweet friend Linda Bradley and her son Seth. They took me in at their cafe called Linda's. I learned so much from her. She taught me respect and how to work, and she acted as a mother to me, even though I was a stranger to her.
Wow, she sounds like a great mom.
I also owe a lot to Del Armstrong. He let me stay at his cabin that belonged to his brother who had passed away the summer before. I caused a lot of trouble while I was there, and I actually almost burned down the cabin.
Oh my, how awful. How did they react?
At first, I thought I had blown all my chances with them and that they would kick me out. But they aren't like that. Del is just as loving and caring, and he never gave up on me. Del and Linda were the only ones there to take me to the hospital. They comforted me when I lost my baby.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I'm okay. I'd just rather not talk about it anymore.
That's totally fine, Noreen. What you have shown me today is that you have learned from your past mistakes and have chosen a new path. You will be a role model to young girls everywhere, and I thank you for your advice.
Thank you for having me, and I hope my story helps another teenager going through tough times.